Hey guys, welcome back to another video by us. This will be a different one as well, but it still involves mechanical keyboards. As you can see from the title, we'll be looking at O-rings and what they do to your mechanical keyboard. We'll be looking at 3 different mechanical keyboards, install O-rings on them side by side, and then see what the difference is. We'll also talk about O-ring sizing, how they benefit you, and why you should add them to your mechanical keyboard and why you shouldn't as well. So let's jump into it. Alright, so today we'll be putting O-rings on primarily this keyboard. This is the Durgod Taurus K320 TKL mechanical keyboard, and we'll do a review for this coming very soon. So smash that thumbs up button to be on the lookout for a review of this bad boy, and I gotta admit it's pretty awesome. But this has cherry browns on it, so it's got a tactile bump, tactile feel. It's fairly quiet, so we'll be putting O-rings on this one, but then also we'll provide side-by-side comparisons on a linear switch, a clicky switch, and the tactile switches on that one. The O-rings that we'll be using today, I've taken them out of the box because the box ripped when it opened, but they are the Rose Will O-rings, and we'll link them down below. The name is Rose Will Mechanical Keyboard Rubber O-rings Switch Sound Dampener, compatible with Cherry MX and Kale switches, 120 pieces, RO100T. So according to some emails and questions, these are 2 millimeters in thickness, which means they reduce the travel distance by 0.4 millimeters, and these are rated 50A. So they're in the middle of the hardness scale, in the middle of the thickness scale too. So some people will double down on some O-rings. We'll demonstrate 2 O-rings versus 1 versus none. But if you're looking for O-rings, a general guide, I guess, would be if it's a lower number, it's generally going to be softer. So this is going to give you a softer feel, and depending on the thickness of them, either only reduce the travel distance by a little bit or a lot. So like 40A would be much less hard than 70A, and these are 50, so they're somewhere in the middle, but I'm not an expert on O-rings, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Okay, so let's get to installing them. And hello, if you're getting value from this video, smash that thumbs up button. And if you're new here, I'm Betty. This is Switch and Click, and here we dive deep into mechanical keyboards and other tech as well. So we provide straightforward and honest tech reviews for you guys. But if you want to see more videos like this one and reviews on mechanical keyboards and different technologies, then press that subscribe button. But let's jump back into the video. Okay, and so let's talk about why O-rings are good and then why they're like whatever. They're good for your hand health, but they can also be good for your keyboard too. So after you install an O-ring, here is a keycap and you see the stem right there. The O-ring will be inside the keycap on the stem, and that will allow every time you press the key, it'll reduce the distance but at the same time dampen the sound and then reduce the pressure of hitting your backplate, of hitting your PCB over and over and over again. Doing that continuously over and over again on your joints has a negative effect. When you're typing, the impact of bottoming out each key press can accumulate on your joints, causing long-term effects such as arthritis and joint pain too. Like a normal key switch is about 4 millimeters of travel distance. The benefits of O-rings is that it can reduce that travel time and then dampen that impact as well because it's a soft material. But if you're gaming, some benefits could also include reducing that travel distance, which means faster reaction, which means you're less likely to bottom out, go all the way back up and bottom out. You'll just actuate, it'll be like that. But I'm not a gamer, so you know, I'm just not a gamer. I type a lot more than I game. I obviously suck at gaming, so let's just not even talk about that. Okay, some downsides is that depending on the switch, it could make your keys feel a little bit mushy. Because after all, you are pressing on rubber, and some people don't like mushy. I personally enjoy mushy. I like mushy stabilizers. I lube them and mod them until they're like a pile of jello, and that feels great for me. And then depending on the keycap profile, it may not be the best choice. I've heard that the DSA profile doesn't work well with O-rings, or you may need to double up. Alright, so the O-ring size that you pick will depend on what you are trying to achieve. So a thicker O-ring will reduce your key travel more than a thinner one, and a softer one will make it more quiet than a harder one, but more mushy. Different materials can change the impact and the noise levels depending on what you pick. So I think it's a good idea to just listen to different sound tests and see how that makes you feel, or you can buy a bunch and trial them out because they're so cheap. There's about $5 to $10 for a bag of over 100 pieces. That is a ton. So question of the day, do you use O-rings with your keyboard and do you like them? If so, why? If not, why also? I like them. I mean, it's not like a super I love them and I need to have them. I've used them before in the past and they're not bad. Alright, so for more mechanical keyboard reviews by us, press here. And then for another video that you might like, press here and subscribe here if you want to. And I'll see you in the next one.